resume week 4 in NCAA Season 101. And it is going to be San Sebastian versus Benilde. Risho Umali to jump it up. We see Allen Liwag on the bench of Benilde. We expect him to be used later on in the game, maybe halfway through the first quarter. But let's start. They jump it up. Now we are underway. The Stags versus the Blazers. De La Rama went to work, but missing the first shot of the game.
Well, that's a great way to start. Talking about that shot by De La Rama, really aggressive. Sa simula pa lang ng ating laro.
Si De La Rama ang nag-set ng tone para sa San Sebastian in their previous contest against CAC. Gonzaga, the newcomer, starts us off in scoring here.
And before the start of our coverage, I was telling you about this guy, Martin, na very talented to and very capable to contribute for CSB Blazers. And now na bigyan siya ng chance, I'm sure hindi niya sasayangin to. Talking about Gonzaga.
Panibagong player na magpapakitang gilas para sa Benilde. Gonzaga is in the starting unit even today. Polo Gabat draining the triple to counter for San Sebastian.
That was a bailout 3 for Gabat. Wala na silang oras dun sa possession na yun. And it was against Sean Umali, which is a great defender. But he was able to get that 3-pointer.
Floater for Ancheta is off. And here comes TJ Filibrico, who has been, transitioning to the 3 spot this season. It's been quite a struggle for him, especially with a guy who has been playing as an undersized big all throughout his career.
Well, he was part of the mythical team, I think, last season. Nang 4 yung nilalaro niya kahit na undersized siya. So, this is a great challenge for TJ Filibrico to move down to maybe yung wing spot.
That's right. Ganda namang welcome to the NCAA para dito kay Gonzaga. His first game. And already 2 baskets for Gonzaga right here. Okay, so now let's go for the first time to our courtside reporter. We have Tati Austria. Tati?
Thanks, Martin. Losing has a way of revealing what a team is really made of. After straight setbacks, Coach Rob Labagala still strongly believes they have a 100% chance of getting what they want as long as they stay together. In their pre-game huddle, ikinumpara niya ang laro sa isang marathon. Hindi pa bilisan, kundi patibayan. He also encouraged the Stags to not focus on the finish line, but on their next 5 steps on that court. San Sebastian must be eager to run the plays, perfect their free throws, and limit their turnovers. Now, as someone who just aced that Chicago Marathon, what are your thoughts, Martin and Renzo?
Wow, okay. That's a lot of pressure from Tati Austria right there, but thank you for that report. Well, excellent point coming from Coach Rob Labagala, recognizing that this is a rebuilding program. This is his first year on the job. And lalong-lalo na sa bagong format natin na, you really have to take your time with these kids and, have them learn the game of basketball here in the NCAA at mag-transition sila dito hanggang, dumating sila dun sa point na hinog na sila.
Well, that's really a great way to describe it, na talagang parang marathon. Kasi mahabang proseso to, mahabang season to. And hindi mo talaga siya pwedeng, especially sa lineup na meron sila ngayon na napakabata, hindi mo kayang madaliin ang experience. It really takes time. So for Coach Rob na may ganong mentality even when they're losing, talagang yung mga players niya nasa tamang kamay.
In a marathon, you cannot sprint to the finish line kasi mauubusan ka ng gas. You gotta take it slowly and pace yourself. So that's where San Sebastian is right now. They lead it 5-4 dito sa ating first quarter. Benilde has it. Both of their baskets coming from the rookie, Gio Gonzaga. Ancheta, the step through. Nice move, but couldn't make the basket.
Well, San Sebastian is in a 1-2-2 zone right now na talaga nagbibigay ng konting confusion sa opensa ng CSB.
How about Gonzaga? 2 baskets and the steal. Tony Inot lost it. San Sebastian will go all the way for the easy deuce.
Well, ito yung naging problema ng CSB their last game. Talagang marami silang nako-commit na turnovers. And kapag naka-zone ng kalaban mo, tapos nag-commit ka ng turnover, meron na talagang mga naka-ready na players yan to leak out.
And speaking of, that's another turnover on Benilde.
And I think nag-work yung zone defense ng San Sebastian right now. And they're switching it up para hindi makapag-settle down itong CSB.
Yeah. 2 games ago, they had 23 turnovers in a win. Last time out, they had 18 turnovers in a loss against Arellano. As Filibrico attacks and draws the foul. So, that's been the main culprit for the Blazers this year. Imagine a lineup like this. You know, it's relatively new, Renzo, dahil marami pa ring new pieces, maraming newcomers on this lineup. But these are not rookies. Most of them are experienced players already. But nagkakaproblema sila dun sa turnover count nila.
Well, again, for a veteran lineup, for a very skilled lineup na ang problema mo is turnovers, I think that's a good problem for them kasi kaya nilang i-correct to eh. Yung problema is within their control pa din. So, I think maayos nila to eventually.
Yeah. That's what they're hoping for at least. Later on, you saw Allen Liwag. Mamaya papasok yan sa ating laban. But for the Blazers, they're trailing by 4. San Sebastian in their second game in the post-Paeng Are era. Doing very well in the first frame. Tony Inot had all day. Extra pass. Rafi Celis brings it from the outside.
Well, I also think na ito yung kulang nila last game eh. Those extra passes, those kind of shots na talagang open na open. And that time, meron ng tira si Tony Inot eh. Pero nakita niya na mas maganda yung posisyon ni Rafi Celis, kaya niya binigay yung extra pass na yun.
First three-pointer for Benilde. Tony almost. He lost it, but Ancheta was able to retrieve. Ito na ang Blazers trying to take over the lead. They go back to Gonzaga here at the post. Oh, crafty finish. Great footwork by Gio Gonzaga, who already has 6 points in his NCAA debut. Back to the coverage, and the story of the first quarter so far is the new entry in Coach Charles Chu's starting unit. As we see Rafi Celis here, drained the 3. Afterwards, on the other side, bumalik sila sa poste. Dito kay Gio Gonzaga. Again, this is his first game in the NCAA. Already showing us the footwork, Enzo.
Well, he was suited up last game against Arellano pero hindi siya naipasok ni Coach Charles Chu. And I'm sure na masaya si Coach Charles Chu sa pinapakita ni Gio Gonzaga right now.
So, Gio Gonzaga, again, off-cam you mentioned, this is a transferee. Coming off an injury, transferee from UNF.
And he was also my teammate last year with Sean O'Malley. So alam ko talaga eh kung anong kayang gawin itong batang to.
An experienced player already now. He is showing off his wear. 6 points, perfect from the field, and Benilde forces the turnover. They go to Ancheta. The swing to Inot. Inside pass to Sean. San Sebastian recovering defensively. Umali carving space. Sean just misses at the rim.
But I think that's the right play for CSB. They really have to go down low kasi nandun yung advantage nila eh. And I think that's the first time na umatake itong si Sean O'Malley on the post. Pero nakita natin yung advantage nila with Gio Gonzaga eh.
That's right. Unang beses nilang pinuntahan si Sean as Ricio follows up his own miss.
Dinaan naman sa sipag nito ni Ricio. Sinaga niya lang dun sa poste hanggang makakuha siya ng opening.
10-9. Hindi nagpapatinag itong San Sebastian. And of course, Benilde goes back to Gonzaga. This is what has been working so far. But he is doubled. Celis from the outside. Hits back iron. Battle for the board. Gonzaga comes away with it. And a fresh 14 to work with. Tony. Ino feeds Umali. They go back outside. But Ancheta stepped out of bounds.
Nonetheless, it was a great play for CSB. Yan yung yan yung makukuha mo kapag meron kang mga veterano sa loob. Hindi pa nakukuha ni Sean Umali yung bola coming from that Inot pass. Pero naka-ready na siyang i-kick out ito kay Cometa dun sa corner. Na-stepping lang.
That's right. Ito si Richo. Ito yung galaw niya kanina. Renzo, we covered that game against Arellano or Benilde versus Arellano. Napansin natin na kapag maganda yung ball movement netong Benilde Blazers, usually yun yung mga possession na nakakakuha sila ng mas madadaling puntos.
Yun yung problema nila that game against Arellano. Katulad nung sabi natin na parang nagti-take turns lang sila attacking the Arellano defense eh. Pero when they're moving that basketball, yung bola parang nagiging positive energy eh. Na pag nahawakan ng lahat, talagang nagko-contribute sila ng magandang bagay agad for CSB.
2 players off the bench. Pumasok na para sa Benilde. Or make that 3 players. We have Torres, Gaspay, and Sanchez now on the floor for the green shirts. Polo Gabat. Gabat covered by Gonzaga. Dinidikitan ni Gonzaga. Just a little too aggressive, but it wasn't on the ball. Foul away from the ball that time. Si Psychedelic on YouTube nanonood. Go Benilde fight. Marami tayong Benilde fans dito sa venue rin in attendance. Pati si Romel Sena, Bravo Baste, fan ni Junel de la Rama. So as early as now, di ba, nare-recognize na itong talento ni Junel de la Rama, which of course was seen in the juniors division when he was playing for the Letran Squires. Pero dito talaga meron siyang freedom to be himself.
Well, sino ba namang hindi magiging fan itong ni Juniel de la Rama? If you're a basketball fan and nakita mo na maglaro to, talaga may impress ka eh. Kasi walang masyadong ginagawang fancy, nothing flashy, nothing special. Pero pag tinignan mo yung stats, napakalaki ng contribution niya para sa kanyang team.
11 points and 13.5 rebounds per game para kay Junel de la Rama in his first year in the college division. Christian Richo at the free throw line also. A guy who's averaging in double figures for San Sebastian at 10 points per game, goes 1 out of 2. 11-9 is the tally.
And again, itong San Sebastian nag-switch up on defense kanina. Naka-man-to-man sila. Now they're back in a 1-2-2 zone.
Torres tasked to set up the table. Sends it to the corner. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first frame. Oh, pasang-pasa. Ni Velasco yung pasa.
Kitang-kita yung pasa ni Tony Inat that time. Kita sa mata niya yung intention. He was really looking for that inside pass.
Handoff de la Rama. They rotate to Richo. Yung pasa niya. Natapik din. Gaspay. Inot. Torres will survey. Torres will attack. Torres will score.
Well, I think ito rin yung isang naging kulang ng CSB in their past game, yung leadership ni Tony Inot eh. I think nung first half kasi hindi masyadong naglaro si Inot noon, pero ngayon nakikita natin na kinokontrol niya yung pace ng laro eh. Alam niya kung kailan tatakbo, alam niya kung kailan extra pass, kailan siya titira.
Nung huling laban against Arellano, it was a mixture of aggression from Tony offensively, pero alam niya rin, tama ka, to make the right decisions with his passes in that game as Ian Torres takes this one to the cup. We are all tied up with exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the first. Balik sa ating laban. Still inside Phil Oil. It's a tight game in the first quarter between San Sebastian and Benilde. As we see here, the fans in attendance, QTCam. O, diba? Dito silang lahat on a Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for coming out and watching live. So we're so far seeing Benilde fans. On the other side, nandito yung mga fans ng San Sebastian. As Velasco proceeds to the free throw line here. Etong si Velasco, Renzo, from last season, obvious na nag-put on siya ng weight, nag-bulk up siya. You know, in preparation for season 101. Kasi alam niya, at the center spot, marami siyang malalaki makakabanggaan.
Well, I think yun din yung naging effect ng pagdating ni Coach Dan Rose sa kanilang team. And for Velasco, I think alam niya rin na magkakaroon na siya ng mas maraming minuto for this season. Kaya talagang pinagandaan niya.
Last season, he was used sparingly for San Sebastian. This year, minsan nasa starting lineup siya. This is the SNC coach of San Sebastian, Coach Dan Rose, as Matthew Oli drains it from long distance. The Blazers are ahead 14-12.
Well, that's a great way to break that zone. Talagang tirahan mo sila sa three-point area kasi yan yung usually binibigay ng zone.
Delarama tries to answer. Tahimik pa rin si Junel Delarama. Gaspay. Oli goes for back-to-back. Too strong this time. And Velasco collects the rebound and gets fouled as we see the rotation for the Blazers. Again, ball movement ends up with a good thing for them.
Well, that's the right way to run it against the zone. Talagang kailangan mong paikutin yung bola. Tapos kapag nag-rotate na ng konti yung zone, aatakihin mo siya sa loob para mag-collapse. And that's the right time to kick it out to your shooters.
That's right. It was Torres who sucked in the defense, leaving Matt Oli with a slight opening in that corner. At si Velasco nasusubukan sa linya sa ating first frame. For Benilde, this is a good sign for them. Because as we mentioned against Arellano, they were challenged often to shoot from the outside. They missed a lot. They were only 1 out of 18 today. As early as the first quarter, they're 2 out of 4.
And ang maganda rin sa CSG right now is hindi sila masyadong nagko-commit ng turnovers. Wala silang mga wasted opportunities, nakakakuha sila ng magagandang tira talaga.
Yeah. So, mabilis na adjustment mula kay Coach Charles, especially with how they started this game. Very erratic, 4 turnovers right away. Since then, they have limited that.
Well, we all know Coach Charles na talagang mag-a-adjust yan. Napakagaling mag-adjust yan ni Coach Charles. And of course, with the lineup that he has, talagang madali lang mag-adjust kasi puro veterano na rin naman yan.
Nato si Lumanag. Rebounded earlier by Junel Delarama, so he'll get a touch here of the basketball. Castor. Balik kay Castor. Ilalapit ni Castor. He lost the ball.
So that was a good action, yung pinch post na yan. Kaso hindi nila na-execute ng maayos that time. I think na-recognize din ni Justin Sanchez yung mangyayari.
New faces on the court for San Sebastian here. You have Lumanag, Ian Guahao, who struggled in the previous game. At itong si Gil Castor, Sanchez, Torres, extra pass, Oli, another one from the outside for Matt Oli.
That's a great shot by Oli, and that was off another extra pass from the CSB Blazers.
One of the deadliest shooters in the league, Matt Oli, with 2 triples already in the first in limited action. Ian Torres. And ito rin yung nababansin ko as we see this rotation by the Blazers. Extra pass by Ian Torres. The playmaking of Torres and his ability to break down the guards of San Sebastian is making a lot of difference for the Blazers right now.
But I think their past game, yung Arellano guards did a great job staying in front of these guys. Kaya wala silang makuwang breakdown. Kaya nagsisettle sila for one-on-one nung game na yun.
Ito siya ulit, Ian Torres was a non-factor against Arellano. Dito talagang determinado siyang bumawi. Gaspay, 4 to shoot. He needs to take it. Comes up short, gets his own miss. Gaspay, wala pa rin. And it goes back to San Sebastian.
And after that shot by Gaspay, ang mali ni Velasco noon is hindi niya binox out itong si Gaspay usually kapag big man ka, after a shot talagang papasok ka sa loob.
Kahit si Gaspay yung tumira, at lalo kung si Gaspay yung tumira, dapat kinakatawan mo na, binabox out mo na sa labas pa lang.
Oo, yung size ni Gaspay, kahit nga may katawan yan, makakakuha pa ng rebound yan.
Follow-up para kay Velasco. Look at the hustle from Leo Velasco. He gets his first field goal of the game of this follow-up. Quahao miss, Velasco clean up.
I think yun naman yung makukuha mo kapag nagsiswitch yung depensa. That time si Ian Quahao decided to take Jake Gaspay one-on-one. Pero na-miss yung tira. Pero may mismatch din sa loob. Si Torres was against Velasco. Kaya nakuha niya yung offensive rebound.
Leo Velasco. So far, he has outworked the bigs of Benilde. But he hasn't been producing from the line. 1 out of 5 already from the line. Oh, no foul. Sanchez will take 2. Coach Charles is livid on the sideline. Kasi may sumabit kay Matthew Oli dun sa kanyang tira.
And it happened right in front of him.
Yeah.
That's why he's mad right now. I think kitang-kita niya na meron talagang sumabit dun sa tira ni Matthew Oli.
Okay. Look at Coach Charles arguing his case. And rightfully so kasi pati tayo nakita natin na nasabitan yung kamay nito ni Matt Oli. Sanchez to the free throw line. Knocks down the first. First point for Sanchez today. Score is 18-14. Benilde has fully taken over here in the first. 2 for 2 for the veteran Justin Sanchez. Quick deep ball is needed for San Sebastian here. But Torres blocks that Quahao shot, and that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action. It is the Blazers recovering well, leading it by 5, 19-14. Navarro taking you through the broadcast. Tati Austria as the third member of the crew. And we are entering the second frame of this matchup between Benilde and San Sebastian. Story of the first quarter was Benilde adjusting, Renzo, and taking care of the ball better.
Yes, they really took care of the areas na medyo nagkulang sila nung game nila against Arellano. They only have 4 turnovers. Yung dalawang turnover pa happened during the first part of that first quarter, kaya hindi masyadong naka-apekto. And they're now 2 out of 3 on the free throw line, and they made 3 3-pointers already out of 7 attempts. And yun yung reason bakit hawak nila yung kalamangan ngayon against San Sebastian.
2 of the 3 3-pointers is coming from the guy who held the ball earlier, Matt Oli. Sanchez falls down and turns over the basketball.
Philip Rico pulled the chair on Justin Sanchez that time. Nautakan ng konti.
Velasco, who has been one of the points of offense for San Sebastian in the first half. Quahao uncorks. And still, Ian Quahao is struggling. Ito yung isang player na kapag hindi nag-produce para sa San Sebastian, talaga may iwanan sila.
With the departure of Paeng Are, talagang naiwan na kay Ian Quahao yung scoring load nitong San Sebastian. Not necessarily to shoot that basketball, pero yung sa kanya magsimula siya yung mag-initiate ng offense.
That's right. Quahao only had 4 points, went 1 out of 9 from the field in that game against CAC. Okay, let's now turn it over to our courtside reporter. Here's the story coming from Tati, Austria.
Thanks, Martin. It will take a lot more than a mosquito bite to keep Allen Liwag away from the court this season 101. Nakausap ko siya prior to the match, and ayon sa kanya, he is more than ever ready, just as the Benilde Blazers are for a comeback. He went through a lot those 2 weeks. Ayon sa kanya, bumagsak talaga katawan niya at home while going through treatment. He went through nose bleeding and vomiting episodes. Talagang nag-iba ang pakiramdam niya, but now he is eager to prove that he's back. After returning to practice with Benilde yesterday, Liwag is confident that he's recovered. Back to you, Martin and Renzo.
Thank you so much. That's Tati Austria, our courtside reporter. Allen Liwag is on the bench. Hasn't seen minutes yet for the Blazers, but it's just good to see him back on the bench already as part of the Blazers lineup. He is an integral part, being a former MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, that's good news for CSB na talagang nandyan na nga siya ulit, and he's ready to play for CSB kasi nag-struggle talaga yung CSB kapag kulang-kulang sila eh. And like what you said, Allen Liwag is a very big part of this lineup, and talagang maganda lang to for CSB.
Kahit gaano kalakas at kalalim ng lineup ng Benilde, Liwag is still the main piece in this unit. 16-19. Torres. Morales knocks it down.
That's a very simple horns action for CSB. Yung ginamit na screener, which is Gaspay, just dove in the shaded area, tapos nagpop itong si Morales, libreng-libre para sa 3-pointer na yun.
Pang-apat na 3 puntos para sa Benilde. San Sebastian sets it up. Lumanag. Telebrigo could not answer, draws all air. And now Benilde will look to open things up, but there was a pull underneath. That's a foul against San Sebastian. Here's that move by TJ, extra pass to Leo Velasco, who has made his mark from the first half with 5 points. Pero sa kabila, one of the shooters of Benilde, John Morales, with the high arc 3. Gaspay. Sanchez. Ooh. Pass intended for Cometa, pero hindi pa nakapwesto si Gabby Cometa.
I think yung pasa was for a post player eh. Parang nag-bounce pass si Justin Sanchez doon. Akala niya yata magpo-post si Cometa against a smaller Gabat.
Oh, here comes Allen Liwag.
11 seconds on the shot clock.
First action in 3 games for Allen Liwag since going down with dengue and recovering. We'll see what he can do. Ian Torres, oh, he scores right away. Not even 5 seconds inside, pumuntos na yung Allen Liwag.
Well, yun yung malaking number and contribution na nawala for CSB the past games. Talagang malaking bagay. Yung presence alone ni Allen Liwag sa loob, malaking bagay na for CSB.
And look at the lineup now on the court for Benilde. This is a lineup they used a lot in the previous season. As De La Rama collects the board. Play broken up and stolen by Torres. Sanchez with a sidestep, and he finishes with the left. The Blazers open up their biggest lead and their first double-digit advantage, 26-16. Balik tayo sa NCAA Season 101 on Heart of Asia. And the Blazers are taking control in the second frame. And upon his entry, Liwag scored right away on a follow-up. And then Justin Sanchez just knew what to do with the basketball here sidestep the Euro on his way to the cup.
That's great move by Justin Sanchez. Pero I think the reason...
Iba to. Sabi ni Marcelo Machado, Renzo Navarro, di lang sakot magaling. Magaling din sa... Ano masasabi mo dyan?
Hindi, galing kasi yung partner ko ngayon eh. Kaya naaalalayan talaga ako ng mabuti.
Grabe, naibalik pa niya sa... Magaling talaga na analyst. Naibalik sa akin eh.
Assist talaga, assist ng ano ko eh.
Assist talaga. Specialty. Kung first time niyo manood ang NCAA, Renzo Navarro led the league in assists. Ilang seasons yan?
I think back-to-back seasons.
Back-to-back
yung bubble season and my final season.
Diba? Oh, diba? Iba yun. Hindi siya nag-flex ha. Totoo lang yun. Totoo lang yun. And that's why when it comes to breaking the game down, grabe rin yung analysis ni Renzo. But interesting to see, Enzo, nakikita ko lang sa bench ngayon, si Anton Eusebio is in street clothes. No?
Well, I think yung pagbabalik nga ni Allen Liwag talagang yun yung reason bakit wala si Anton Eusebio right now. And I think si Coach Charles binigyan talaga ng chance itong si Gio Gonzaga, which played very well nung unang chance niya, nung first quarter.
Was part of the starting lineup, scored 6 points. And Benilde forcing the shot clock violation. Ito na, Blazers threatening to blow this game wide open.
Ito rin yung nakakatakot for CSB kapag kompleto sila eh. Talagang kapag in rhythm yung flow nila, kapag maganda yung pasahan nila, I don't think there's anyone who can stop CSB Blazers.
Precisely. SJ Moore, first entry of the game, too strong. De La Rama with yet another rebound. Telebrigo. San Sebastian badly needs a basket to stay with Benilde. Telebrigo. Shot clock is down to 5. De La Rama floats it up. Wala pa rin. Offensively is really struggling here. Only 1 out of 4 for Julian De La Rama. Ito, Mintes. That was a good drive. Alakas nga lang. And this is a good test for the rookie. You know, against one of the best defenses that we have in the league, Renzo, in the Benilde Blazers.
You're right. As a team, maganda dumipensa talaga itong CSB. And that time, si SJ Moore pa yung nakadepensa sa kanya, which is a great defender as well. Tapos may naka-ready na helper kasi agad kay De La Rama. So, yun yung respeto na nakuha ni De La Rama sa CSB Blazers.
Ito, ball rotation, Allen Liwag making the right play, finding the cutting John Morales.
Technical foul on
Ooh.
number 7, Ralph Gabat.
Gabat will be teed up. Not technical, itong si Polo Gabat. So dagdag pa to sa mga problema ng San Sebastian. Okay. Kasi ngayon nagtataka siya, bakit siya na technical?
Well, I think what he was trying to say is, inaawat niya yata si TJ Filibrico from complaining. But siya yung na-technical ba?
Ito, this was the shot. Panoorin natin si Gabat. Was this here? Okay, just, you know, sending out a few words to our official. But apparently it was enough to get him a technical.
Well, we don't know exactly kung ano yung sinabi ni Gabat, no? But based on on his body language or sa mga gestures niya, I think it's with what he said.
Yeah. So, 28-16. Pinakamalaking abante ng Benilde Blazers. Pasena handoff to Telebrico. Polo Gabat fading away. And De La Rama, look at the hustle of the rookie. Gets it back, shoots it, and drains the triple.
What a play for De La Rama saving that possession for the Golden Stag. And siya na rin yung tumira ng 3-pointer na yun. And it's badly needed for San Sebastian kasi matagal silang hindi nakascore.
Fire extinguisher for Baste. Countered quickly by Allen Liwag. De La Rama will look to compound on his made basket earlier. Ito si Velebrico. Posisyonan sa ilalim. May advantage kasi itong si Christian Ricio. As we see this play, hustle first, saving the basketball. Velebrico finding him again for the open three.
And that's great for DJ Velebrico, recognizing na paubos na yung shot clock and nakabalik na ulit sa posisyon itong si De La Rama kaya binigay niya na yung extra pass na yun.
But height advantage so far is in favor of the Benil Blazers. Allen Liwag scores easily in the paint.
And I think defensively, ito yung lineup ng Benil na naka-switch all sila eh. Kasi meron silang size and at the same time, kayang-kayang sumabay sa bilis ng San Sebastian.
Speaking of speed, quick play coming from the Blazers. Touchdown para kay Gabby Cometa.
I'm sure masakit yun for San Sebastian kasi mas maliit ka na nga. Naunahan ka pa ng CSB.
Look at the assist count, 8-3 in favor of Benil, showing us unselfish basketball so far. Morales pulls the trigger, too strong. Ito na si Polo Gabat. The find inside De La Rama will be fouled from behind, and he'll take two.
Well, I was able to talk to Coach Rob Labagala the other night about San Sebastian niya. And yung play na yun, yung cut ni De La Rama sa ilalim na nakakuha ng foul. Yun yung sinasabi ko kay Coach Rob na nandyan na yung sets, nandyan na yung execution. Pero wala kasi masyadong bumabali nung play eh. Na pag may nakita ng opening, kinukuha na agad eh. I think yun yung nagiging problema eh. Kasi meron siyang capable players na to score, may mga skilled siyang players. Nandiyan, maganda na rin yung mga sets niya, pero wala kasing dumadaya ng konti. And I think that time, maganda yung desisyon ni De La Rama and ni Ricio na baliin ng konti yung play kasi nandadaya na yung CSB sa depensa.
The positive there, at least alam mo yun, nagbabayin yung team mo dun sa sistema mo. Talagang sumusunod sila.
Yun yung sabi ko rin kay Coach Rob.
Diba? Yun yung positive thing.
Masyadong mababait pa yung players niya.
Pero sabi nga nila, matututo rin yan itong mga batang to.
Of course, it's a very young lineup. And napakalaki ng potential nitong lineup ni Coach Rob Labagala.
And opposite to Benil's side, who has been rampaging here in the second frame. 13 na ang abante ng Blazers. Gabat against Daha. Gabat, difficult shot. And here comes Benil. Inot, Cometa on top. Downhill para dito kay Morales.
Well, that was a tough shot for Gabat. But how about CSB Blazers running that break? Even on the fast break, 5 pasa bago nag-attempt. And what about that shot by Tony Inot? Talagang veteran lang eh. Alam niya lang talaga when to attack. Alam niya kung paano atakihin yung depensa na binibigay sa kanya.
Si Tony Inot this year, initially, you know, he was playing passively. Especially when he was, you know, still fresh from the injury. Kasi kitang-kita natin, galawan niya, alam mong may iniinda pa. Past few games, he's gotten more comfortable. Diba? Parang close to 100% na siya. And now he is showing us the aggression. But you're right, he is still picking his shots.
Well, it's really hard to recover from an injury, no? Yung recovery from the injury itself, mahirap na siya. Pero yung pagbalik mo pa sa court, isa pang ano yun eh, isa pang challenge ulit yun for you. And for Tony Inot, nakikita natin na medyo nag-slow down siya from his past season. Pero yun niya eh, nagre-recover pa siya sa injury niya. So, I'm sure a couple of games from now, talagang nakikita na natin yung natural na Tony Inot.
Yeah. Oh, he'll have a lot of time to get back to his tip-top shape as Quahao misses on the reposition. Ricio gets fouled by Liwag, but Ian Quahao, 1 out of 9 in the previous game. Today, 0 out of 4. The rookie is still in a slump. Timeout para dito sa Benilde. They are well ahead in the second frame. On your screens. O sige, Enzo, dahil ito ang alma mater mo.
Bossing namin yan.
Yun.
Yung Lyceum, Dr. Alan Paul Laico, PhD. Boss ng lahat yan, ng Pirates.
Bossing. O, di ba? Siya ba yung pinaka-leader ng Pirates of Sir Dax Castellano in attendance from the Benilde side. Yan, Mancom representatives here, Sir Frank Lucin Jr. as well. From Perpetual, mamaya ang Perpetual. Ay, hindi pa pala. Oh, kalaban ni AC. Later.
Pero alam mo, Martin, itong si Sir Frank Gusi, dating sa San
San
Sebastian.
Sebastian, that's right. Sir Melchor Divina, the chairman of Season 101 Management Committee. Christian Riso. Uy. 1 out of 2 for Riso. Wide open is Tony Inot. Just misfired.
Well, that's a shot you want to take if you're CSB. I know Tony Inot is a great shooter from beyond the arc. Namintes lang sa pagkakataon na yun.
This is the opportunity for San Sebastian to trim down the lead. Lumanag drive, splits the D, just too strong on the float. Umali, tanda naman ang pasahan ng Benilde. It ends up with an Allen Liwag basket.
Well, it looked like a three-man drill in practice. What a great pass by Sean Umali. Yung recognition niya. Alam niya, kayang-kaya na i-take yung layup na yun eh. Pero nakita niya kasi tumatakbo si Allen Liwag na mas maluwag yung lane.
Liwag already with 6 points, 3 baskets in his return to Benilde's lineup. Kuahaw fading away. Wala pa rin para kay Ian Kuahaw. Pass inside. Risho is all alone.
That's another tough shot for Ian Kuahaw, but what a way to score off that offensive rebound itong si Risho.
Allen Liwag at this point is just eating in the paint.
Well, it's just easy for Allen Liwag to dominate. Kahit na galing ng sakit to, talagang alam mo na pag nabigyan siya ng chance maglaro, nahihirapan agad yung kalaban niya.
He's been dominant so far in his return. Ito siya. Perfect from the field. He'll make his move. Daha, that's Ernest Daha. First-year player for Benilde as well. Sean Umali. Look at the whistle. Look at this. Ito yung 3-man drill kanina ng Benilde Blazers. Making it look easy, Renzo.
Well, I think that's just a great play for CSB, and this is, I think, the most dangerous lineup for CSB with Allen Liwag in the 5, tapos si Sean Umali yung 4, with Tony Inot running the point. Medyo mahirap to.
This lineup is, the lineup we've been watching all preseason long. Kasi last year, medyo disappointing yung naging finish nila sa finals. Of course, they were not expecting it being at least in the regular season or elimination round. They know that they were the better team against Mapua, but in the finals, they were swept.
That's why Sean Umali is a great addition for their team this season. Kasi hindi na, mahahati na yung focus kay Allen Liwag sa ilalim. Kasi you also have to take care of Sean Umali.
Yeah. Mas madali ang buhay para kay Allen Liwag this season as that's Lumanag who missed again for San Sebastian. A lot of point-blank misses for Baste. Offensive foul. It's gonna be on Sean Umali. ito, yung screen. Kinakatawan yung rookie na si Ian Guahao.
Well, I've seen that a lot of times from Sean O'Malley. Nung kakampi niya pa lang ako, talagang mau-open ka. Kapag si Sean yung screener mo, especially pag nag-go under yung depensa, talagang dadali niya na sa ilalim yan.
Marunong si Sean O'Malley doon, an expert on that screen. But Ian Guahao, he didn't take a shot, he just turned it over.
Well, I think CSB is doing a great job on Ian Guahao. They're putting a much bigger defender on him. Kaya medyo nahihirapan itong si Guahao eh.
Kanina sinabi ko dun sa, or tungkol kay Junel Dalarama na ito yung, kumbaga, a good test of an NCAA defense, a top-notch NCAA defense. That goes for Guahao as well as he faces Tony Inot, Ian Torres, Jomel Ancheta, Cap Gometa.
Well, ito kasi yung kapalit nung nung 25-point explosion niya against LPU. Talagang nakuha mo yung atensyon ng lahat ng teams.
Yeah. He's now a marked man on the San Sebastian lineup. And the second quarter comes to a close. The Blazers are in full control. At the half, they lead it by 18, 42-24. Number